didn't think it was that hard to open. Feel free to just ask me in the comments and I'll respond. Remember doing that as a kid? Are they just behind each other? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stanzie and welcome to today's video. So today's video is a makeup video, and if you're regular to my vlogs, you will know that I recently got this Morphe palette that I'm excited to try out, which we're going to do today. So today I'm going to base my makeup look around this 9V Vintage Rose palette. Let me show you guys what it looks like. You know, if I can open it. I didn't think it was that hard to open. It might be still fresh, that's why. No? Alright, we got it. That's what the shades look like. So they're like a nice rosy shade, which I'm excited to try. But I literally have morning voice. What's wrong? I feel like my voice sounds like I'm a teenager crackling voice. Alright, and I also want to try this Jacqueline blush and bronzer duo, which as if you did watch the haul, you'll know I was very excited about how like pillowy they looked, and they just look so good. So they're the two things we're going to be using today that are new. Everything else is stuff that I already have. Let's get rid of that. So I'm going to start with priming my face. I'm going to use my Fit Me primer from Maybelline. I've already done my skincare routine and I've put my sunscreen on as well because it is still nice and early in the day. I literally didn't get any sleep. Well, I did get some sleep, but somebody, not mentioning any names, Chippy, was up before 6 o'clock and I didn't go to bed till 1, and he was like barking the street down. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like it's been a minute since I've used that. And yes, Mr. Chippy was barking the street down, and he was just barking. So he woke me up and probably the rest of the street. And then, as most of us probably do at that time, you check your phone to see what time it is. And then you find yourself on social media doing stuff. And in my case, playing my game. I am still playing my favorite game. It's called June's Journey. And I'm now nearly on 600 level. I'm part of a team and everything. But once I get started on playing that, like, forget it. Like, I'm there for an hour. And it is now a few hours later, but you know what? I haven't actually spoken, besides Chippy, I haven't spoken to anybody else yet today. For those of you interested, I'm just using my Morphe brush. This is an M439. My Charlotte Tilbury, I've been really enjoying this foundation. It doesn't have the same staying power as like the Estee Lauder. This one is just like, you know, one of the best. It stays on, but I love the finish of the Charlotte Tilbury. Concealer, I'm just going to use my Flower Beauty one. I'm sure I've shared with you guys quite a few times that I've yet to find. I love my Tarte one, but I've yet to find another like concealer that I love. And this is a concealer brush. It's a Zoeva 142. If I don't mention anything and you need to know, feel free to just ask me in the comments and I'll respond. And now I'm just going to let it dry for about a minute before I powder it down. We'll use the fan to speed it up. Remember doing that as a kid? Face is dry. We're going to do the Rimmel powder that I have. I'm literally running out of that one, so I'm going to need a new one. And my powder puff thing needs a wash. Powder is on. Time to do the bronzer. I'm very excited to try this. Alright, so the bronzer shade is Oh Honey. The blush is Pink Me Up. Check that my brush is clean. Okay. And it doesn't look dark, which I like. So it's hopefully going to be like buildable. Alright, yep, when you put it on, it's very faint, which is something I'm liking, because I tend to buy bronzer that's way too dark for me, and then I'm like, oh no. Especially for winter, I actually think this shade is really nice, especially for winter, because usually I'm fairer in winter. It's definitely buildable. I mean, I'm sure you guys can see. And it actually, besides the color, it's actually going on really nicely. It's working really well with my foundation and my powder. Pop some down here. Try and hide that double chin. I mean, it's not gone anywhere. I'm just putting some on my finger. Actually, you can tell it's quite matte, which is nice, because sometimes you don't want it to be sheen, Because what I sometimes do is if I want a more glowy look, I just get my Revolution one that I have, the little blushing hearts, and that's got like a bit of glow. And then I can always pop a little bit of that on top if I want a glow. And usually in winter I don't mind a glow, but in summer I feel like I look sweaty, so I don't want too much of a glow. And I'm also going to use the bronzer, if I find my brush, to contour the nose a little. There are so many ways that people nose contour, but this is to me like the quickest little way, just like a quick job. And then I'm just going to contour around the mouth. And what's actually going to be nice about this is because the shade isn't so dark, it probably is better than what I normally use. Actually, you know what, whilst we have this open, let's do the blush as well. Alright, let's try the blush. I'll pop that just on top. Okay, that's very light as well, so I guess that's buildable, which is good. It's nice. I like it's very like nice and subtle. I like it. And also like I like that it goes on really nicely and it's not like showing my texture or anything. It's nice. I like it. I think the shades are perfect for me. They give me like a really nice natural finish. Especially for like day wear, I like that because a lot of the times I feel like my makeup is like very full on. Let me just do the brows and then we'll go ahead with the eyeshadow. For brows, I'm just using my Revolution. Eyebrows are done. Time to do the eyeshadow. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go in with this shade in the crease, and then I'm probably just going to work my way around. That will be on the lid, and then that might be like in the corner or something. So we will see, because I'm going to try and go for the more rosy look. So I'm going to try, who knows, avoid the darker colors, but we'll see. So we'll go in with that shade Perfect Pink and see how that looks on the eye. Okay. Definitely rosy. It's buildable, which I like, and it is light, which I was looking for. It's very pretty, nice and subtle. I'm liking this. A little bit of a change from Stanzie's usual bold looks. And I always do the two eyes together, like I go from one eye to the other, because I feel like that way I can make sure what I've done on one I'm doing on the other, because I'm not that consistent. Like I kind of change my mind as I'm doing things, and I will definitely forget what I did. Okay, so I did go in there a couple of times with the shadow just to get a little bit deeper, because that is the crease shade, so that's going to be my base shade. And I'm going to change my brush. I think I'm going to leave it. I don't think I'm going to do smoky. I'm going to be good. And I'm going to see if the brush works with that middle kind of shimmery shade, Retro Wall. Because a lot of the times I just like to do shimmer with my finger. I feel like that's literally the easiest way, and you don't even get fallout on your face. But it seems to be working pretty well with the brush, and this is also a really nice pink. It's like a nice rosy pink with a nice shine. I really didn't know what to expect with this palette. Like I was like, it looks nice, but sometimes, you know, you never know, especially when you're buying online. Like, because I got all this online, I'd never seen what the shades were and what it looked like. And you're kind of blind trusting that it's going to come the way that you want it to. Okay, I think they work really well together. I just want to see this pinky shade. Oh, it's matte. It's a matte shade. It looks sparkly. I'm going to try it in the inner corner and see this really soft pink. Rose? No. Are these behind each other? Rose Bold does not sound like that would be that. Oh, okay, so they're not written. The way you read it is the way it's written. Okay, I feel like it should be written that way. Kind of makes sense to me. This one would be Perfume Pink and the other one would be Rose Bold. There's no way this would be Rose. Oh, it is pinky. Oh, it's pinkier than what I thought. Okay, it's a bit too pinky for the inner eye, which I'm going to have to let me just try and diffuse that out a little bit. Okay, I don't recommend putting that one in the inner eye because it's not shiny enough. But I might put it a little bit on the lid, just in the center. I don't think you could really see it. In the inner eye, I'm going to do the shiny shade of Flourish. That's better, nice and shiny, as it should be. I'm so proud of myself. I'm doing a very simple look with this. I'm not trying to use every single shade. Sometimes I can't help myself. Like everything I see, I'm like, I want to try out all the colours and see how they all look. Alright, we're going to do under the eye. And for under the eye, I'm going to use Blossom. Now, it's like a little bit of a taupey, darker shade than the rose one, which normally I'll just use a rose on, but I want to see what the shade looks like. So I'm happy to use that under the eye, and I feel like that works as well. What I actually like about this palette, for me, I see like two different kind of looks, because you've got the rosy colors that you can use for like the rose look I'm doing today, and then you've got the more neutral look, because you've got the like smoky brown to do like a smoky, and some of these are like a bit of a like a rose but a nude, if that makes sense, like a nude rose. So more of like if you don't want it to be too rosy looking. And I'm just going to do a little bit of this light pink under here too. You know, I'm actually really happy with that shade. Like that's the only colors I'm going to use. I'm not going to like overdo it and make it smoky. I feel like it's a really nice like natural everyday look. And I'm not even going to use any black eyeliner. I'm just going to do lashes because I want a bit of va-va-voom. So I'm going to pop the lashes off camera and then we'll come back and do the lips. The eyelashes are done. I'm really liking the eye look because it does look like a rosy natural sort of finish. Alright, we're going to do the lips now. I'm just going to use my Marc Jacobs lip liner. So I'm thinking a mauve sort of lip would still work with this, like more of a nude tone. So I'm going to use this to overline a little. And then what I've been doing lately, so I'm just going to use my NYX Lip Lingerie. This is in the shade Max Out. LXXL 12. Alright, so what I've been doing is I've been going in with the shade, but not a lot, like just a little bit there. And then I've been doing this. And then literally with my finger, I've just been spreading the rest of it. So then it's not too deep and it looks really natural. And that way it's just a thin layer. Let me just finish it off. So it's literally just a thin layer of the lip lacquer, because when you put this on, it's very liquidy. So a thicker layer goes on and it peels up a little, but it's also quite deep. And I find when I do this, the shade goes a little bit lighter. Because it's thin, it kind of like, it's more of a lip stain on my lips and it looks much more natural and I'm really liking it. And as you guys can see, it's like a matte finish, but it's more of a natural, it's not too deep and really goes with the rest of the makeup on my face. And then if I wanted to, I could go in with like a lip gloss and my lips won't be too like chunky with product. And this lip lacquer won't peel underneath, because a lot of the times the ones that are too matte, when you put something glossy on top, they do like kind of peel and spread everywhere and just, you know, not so great. But I feel like this really works for me. So if you have a lip lacquer like this, give it a try and you'll see you'll probably really enjoy it. And like now it'll actually stay on a lot longer in the day. And then we're just going to go in with some setting spray. This is my Tarte Stay Spray. And you know what I love about winter? I don't even need the fan, because I'm not sweating and it dries. But this is the look. There's the eye look. I actually really like it. I kind of like how it all is put together. It is actually like something I could wear in the day and still look nice and rosy and pretty. And what do you guys think? So I definitely recommend the palette. I really like it, and I love the Jaclyn Hill. I'm so glad I got this. So if you get a chance, try it out, because I actually really like it. And that's it for today's video. I do hope you guys enjoy a little get ready with me kind of chit chat doing the makeup, as you guys know I love makeup, so I think it's really fun to do so. So thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy these sorts of videos, please give it a thumbs up, as I would really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.